Hello, my name is Emily Naib, and this is my final presentation for COM 320, and my topic is collaboration in healthcare. So first, I will do an overview of my presentation. I'll go over why I selected this topic, what is collaboration in healthcare, my 3 research articles, my healthcare leadership interview, and I will end with a conclusion. So I will talk about why I chose collaboration in healthcare. I selected this area to research because I felt it was a serious topic when working in healthcare. Going through many experiences, either working or during clinical hours, I had realized how important it is to work together as a team and communicate with everyone effectively. When I started thinking about the best way to do this, I found that collaborating would be the most effective way, which is what led me to choose this topic. This area of research has shown so many instances that ultimately have led to better outcomes for patients, which is why it is so important that it is implemented into our everyday lives as healthcare professionals. After researching the topic thoroughly, I found that many articles had similar findings. They all had similar research focusing on why collaboration is so important, how to develop collaboration properly, and also the best way to find your specific role when working with a team. Well, I originally hoped to learn ways that I could become a better individual when working with a team in my future career. I hoped that I would be educated on ways to be an overall better individual, effective communicator, and team leader, and that the research would give great examples and reasoning as to why things are done a certain way, and that's exactly what they did. When interviewing the healthcare professional that I chose, I found that she had many examples in past situations that helped her understand why she felt collaboration in healthcare was so important, which I will go more into detail later in the presentation. So first, I'll go over what is collaboration in healthcare. There are many different ways collaboration in healthcare can be defined. Overall, collaboration is working together and respecting other perspectives to provide the best outcome and quality of life for patients. When providing care for patients, it takes a team to make sure the best quality care is provided appropriately for each individual. Having a structured team within the workforce can help keep organization flowing well. There are many different types of healthcare workers that help determine the outcome for the patient, making it very important to understand your role in the plan of care that you are going to provide. So the 3 research articles that I chose are Collaboration in Healthcare by Lyndon Morley and Angela Cashel, Interprofessional Collaboration in Healthcare by Brennan Bosch and Holly Mansell, and lastly, Working Together in the Best Interest of the Patient by Jean Johnson. The first article that I chose is titled Collaboration in Healthcare by Morley and Cashel. This focuses more on what healthcare team entitles and how to involve all team members for exceptional care to be provided. They approached measuring and studying collaboration and evidence demonstrating the benefits of collaboration for patients. For exceptional care to be provided, it's important for cooperation and coordination to be established from all of the team members. According to Morley and Cashel, this research goes over specific ways for healthcare to be established. These consist of potential benefits of collaboration, measuring collaboration, and also the determinants of collaboration. When these multifunctional teams come together, there is a broad range of expertise, causing there to be different perspectives and experiences that help develop a plan of care. These teams can consist of patients, family members, and other stakeholders that ideally participate in the delivery of healthcare as part of a multifunctional team. When these multifunctional teams come together, they usually perform better than just traditional teams since there is such a broad perspective. According to Morley and Cashel, there are 4 critical elements that will constitute to collaborative practice in healthcare. These consist of coordination, so working to achieve shared goals, cooperation, which is contributing to the team and understanding other team members, shared decision-making, so negotiating and communicating with openness, trust, and respectful power balance, and lastly, partnership, which is all members working equally together. This article also focused on how important it is to have effective communication within your teams. According to Morley and Cashel, to seem competent in collaboration, you should be able to engage in effective formal and informal communication, including negotiation and conflict resolution skills, the ability to use a language of respect and dignity, and knowing what terminology and communication approaches to use within different professions. The second article that I chose is called Interprofessional Collaboration in Healthcare. Each of these 3 articles had similar ways that they found helped establish collaboration. The article, Interprofession Collaboration in Healthcare, felt that there are essential ingredients for a team to be a success. This article did a great job at tying together a sports team and a healthcare team to give a better understanding. They stated that the 5 essential ingredients for team success are role clarity, individual contributions should be valued, yet focus must be on team success, trust and confidence, the ability to overcome adversity, the ability to overcome personal differences, and collective leadership. Teams in healthcare can consist of diagnosticians, prescribers, medication experts, and members who help with the daily needs of patients. Sometimes it can be hard because some team members will have a higher certification, experience, or leadership skills, causing there to be tension when conducting a plan. When in situations like this, it's so important to understand your role. If everyone in the team works together and does their specific job, it will help things go much more smoothly for the benefit of the patient. This article also wanted to emphasize that although it is important to understand your role, it's also very important to work together and help each other out when necessary. For there to be maximum performance, the focus needs to be on team success. The third article that I chose is working together in the best interest of the patient. This was also very similar to the previous articles as well. This focused on the tensions that can arise when conducting teams to provide care to patients. While tensions surrounding leadership of teams remain an issue, there are many system problems that all primary care providers need to face together. This presents challenges that all healthcare individuals need to address in order to keep the focus of care on the patient. Sometimes that means making sacrifices and putting your ego aside for the betterment of the team to give the best quality of care for the patient. It will be much better for patients if the discussion about independent practice, supervision, and leading teams is put aside and the goal is focused more on the care and outcome of the patient. This article also made a point to discuss how important communication can be. When communication is lacking, it can lead to terrible things such as medication errors or even death for some patients in serious situations. This ties back to the first article, how they had stated that it is important to have formal and informal communication skills and respect and understanding of terminology. Lastly, I had my healthcare leadership interview. This was with Chris Pryor. She's an RN and director of an assisted living. She had been an RN for 10 years and now has been a director for 10 years as well. When talking with her about collaboration in healthcare, she had many great things to say. The number one thing that she stressed on the most was communication. She had stated that there had been many instances when working in the hospital that if communication had been better, it wouldn't have led to so many problems. There had been instances during report that things would get messed about certain patients. For example, one time another nurse had forgotten to mention to her that a patient was a diabetic and had a specific way he liked things done. If something so simple would have been communicated more effectively, then that could have helped the oncoming nurse better prepare for her shift. Not only does poor communication affect the hospital setting, but also with her job now as the director and RN of an assisted living. It can be something as simple as forgetting to tell the next shift about laundry that needs to be finished, or something more serious as forgetting to tell a medication aide to prepare a resident for a procedure. All of these situations are examples as to why communication is so important. When communicated effectively, things go much smoother, setting the patient up for the best possible care. In conclusion, overall, throughout these research articles, it has been found that collaborating in healthcare is ultimately the best way to provide care. For collaboration to be successful and effective, collaboration needs to be established and understood, communication needs to be delivered properly, and role status needs to be identified. And then there are my references, and thank you for watching.